You taking a strap? I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 279 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And before we start the episode, I'll do the honors as usual. I want you to head over to our Instagram and Twitter pages. That's SZN Pod and SZN Podcast, respectively. Please make sure you tap that link in the bio that you see on both those pages, and that'll take you to where we're situated at streaming wise. So, if you like audio, we've got the usual suspects: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, links there. If you like visuals, the YouTube channel link is there as well, guys. And then short form content such as TikTok, link is there as well. So make sure you do that for us, guys. Like, subscribe, leave us a good review, repost, engage with us, all that good stuff. Flowz, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
So you're in a bit of a festive mood?
Yeah.
The Christmas jumper?
Yeah.
Nice. Season and that. Tis the season to still talk boxing.
Yeah.
Because there's still boxing going on.
Still strap season.
And there's still big fights or worthwhile topics to talk about. Flowz, we've got one place to start.
Yeah, we have to.
Just question, do you watch this fight?
No, I don't.
And to this day you haven't watched it, right?
Nope.
I haven't watched this fight either. But we know what talking points
seen
are.
enough.
And we've heard enough.
Yeah. More importantly, you've heard enough.
We've heard enough. So, listeners, we don't even have to watch this fight. We're going to have a full breakdown of this fight right here, right now. We'll start with the big fish and we'll talk about the undercard afterwards. But Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I say Anthony Joshua because we know Jake Paul's the A side, the face of boxing. The reason why Flowz really watched this fight, I'm sure it's the same reason as you. No interest in it, and also it's at 4 a.m. or whatever.
I didn't know the day. I got the day wrong.
Yeah, so a lot of people were messaging me saying, "Oh, today, right? It's Saturday, right? It's tomorrow." Right? I said, "It's Friday," so that means it's gonna be early hours.
Yeah, I didn't even clock.
Yeah, obviously most big fights tend to be Saturday, so early hours or Sunday morning. But this was on again. I haven't looked into this. I don't know why, but again, we knew the view should be high. A lot of people were talking about this. Before the fight, Flowz, I saw some incredible hot takes, boy. Joe Budden was there saying he feels like Jake Paul's gonna drop AJ and beat him. Obviously, a lot of people were saying that AJ's chinny, so if Jake catches him, I'm just thinking, guys, come on now. You can call AJ whatever, whether it's washed, chinny, or what kind of stuff, but there's no way in hell he beats Jake Paul. And obviously, people were saying that if Jake Paul wins, again, it confirms that he rigs his fights. So yeah. Obviously, leading up to this, there's no pressure on Paul in my eyes. No problem.
Yeah.
He said he's brave man, fair play to him.
Yeah.
All the pressures in the world on AJ. And I think last week I said, Flowz,
Yeah.
I said, I'm giving him 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I think it's even the pod title from last week.
Yeah, it is.
So I said 3 rounds, that's what I'm giving him. I think you said, obviously you don't expect it to go with it.
I even thought it was 12 rounds, so I thought 10 rounds. I thought it was 10 or 12 rounds. So it's only after I found out it was 8 rounds.
Yeah.
So I was like, he can't go into the second half of the fight, really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
That's me thinking it's a 12 or 10 rounder.
Okay, so first talking point, Flowz, this fight has gone 6 rounds. What are we doing, bro? Are we killing AJ for the fact that it was 6 rounds? Or are we saying, you know what? Given the way Jake Paul fought, and we'll discuss that again straight after this topic, you know what? Maybe we can give him some leniency because in the end, he still got the job done. He still got this guy out there.
Yeah, look, I'm not fussed either way. He got the job done.
Yeah.
Cool. Leading up to the fight, after we recorded the episode, I'm seeing clips that Jake Paul's making either Frank Sanchez, Jared Anderson, or Lawrence Okolie. Lawrence Okolie was just sparring, but he's the one who claimed that he was making one of their men look silly.
And I know you already have your theory as to which one who it is.
Yeah, I have
Maybe they say nothing,
but I'm not going to say anything. We'll get this ain't about him. So I'm seeing that as interesting. And then I find out that the wings, super size, extra large, rig,
bigger than normal.
Yeah, bigger than the typical standard.
Yeah,
because there's a range between the standardized rings.
Yeah,
and I think this was even bigger than
normal. The range allows.
Yeah,
normally. Yeah.
And I saw the ring. I was like, I know exactly what Jake Paul's going to do.
Yeah.
And then I wake up the next day, I see the knockout, but I'm looking for other little highlights. And I'm not seeing other highlights.
Didn't see nothing.
I'm sorry.
Well, apart from him being on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
And that was from like the 3rd round onwards.
Yeah.
And I see the comments, I see the feedback that
Group
this
chats,
is terrible. So I knew what time it was.
Yeah.
The fact that I've seen highlights from round 4 onwards. So it looks like this fight didn't start until round 3 or 4 because Jake Paul was on that type of time.
Flowz, I don't even need to look for, obviously, you know, even like the clues of the ring or whatever. I didn't even need to know that. I knew what Jake Paul's type of time he was going to be on because that's the only logical thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what I would do.
Exactly.
What the hell? Flowz, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I'm not going to call Jake Paul at all.
Genius.
He does exactly what
the correct tactics.
The perfect.
Jake Paul, the perfect game plan. That's what I would have done too.
Yeah.
Jake Paul knows he can't be AJ.
And he even employed the Zach Parker. I was praising Zach Parker before. I said other fighters should emulate. He performed that to a T.
Flowz, Jake Paul's tactics were spot on. Because Jake Paul himself knows there's no way he can beat AJ. So guess what the game plan is? Not to win, to survive.
Run, hold, spoil, fall down.
Maybe land a few 1 or 2 shots, but survive and last to the 8 rounds. Because him lasting the 4-8 rounds is a W for Jake Paul.
Huge.
Massive W. That's upset of the year. Even though he lost in 1, that's upset of the year.
It is.
Like, we have to give him upset of the year if he did that. So there was never any intention from Paul to try and, you know, win or whatever. So when I'm seeing the commentary, the feedback, as in live people watching it, this fight's a stinker. Jake Paul is on his back. Jake Paul's he's not looking to engage. He's just running. I read it in the morning. I laughed. I said, of course he's going to run. Why the hell would Jake Paul stand toe to toe with Anthony flipping Joshua? Because he's left with a broken jaw in 2 places. I promise you, listeners, if Jake Paul stood and engaged with AJ from round 1, he is leaving with permanent brain damage. That is I'm Flowz. Permanent brain damage he's leaving with.
I'm even saying he's lucky that shot landed on his jaw. I'm saying he's lucky that shot landed on his jaw.
Because AJ loaded that back as well. Low-key, I thought AJ could even punch him harder if he wanted to. But anyway, I think AJ actually held it back a little bit. But so yes, the type of time Jake Paul was on, it made for clearly a stinker of a fight, but perfect tactics from Paul. I'm hearing he refused to engage. He was riding literally on his bike the entire fight. And anytime AJ grabbed him or anything, he would just in the clinch, he would fall down. So he's on that type of time. Perfect.
Fair.
Cool. Fair. That's what he should do. So now the question morphs into, because obviously I'm seeing a lot of people saying shame on AJ. It took him 6 rounds to do it, blah blah. Is the onus on AJ being able to cut off the ring better as a seasoned pro, multiple time world champion, still still considered one of those guys in the heavyweight division? Is the onus on AJ? Are we, should the AJ catch some flack for not being able to cut off the ring well, or do we look at it from the side of it's actually super hard to fight an opponent who doesn't want to engage? Not fighting an opponent who's fighting on the back foot, but literally not wanting to engage, running away on his bike, and every time you try and get in close, he's spoiling, clinching, and falling down.
I think it is difficult, and especially bigger ring, smaller man, probably light on his feet. All of that comes into play. It sounds like AJ won every round from what I'm hearing. And it also sounds like AJ could have got him out earlier if he wanted to. I think so. He was chilling. I'm hearing people say round 5 he could have got him out there. I've seen clips of AJ smiling in the ring. So I don't know how serious he took it. Look, I wanted to come on. When I saw 6th round, I wanted to come on and give him corn. But there's context to it. So look, you can give him the corn. People can slam him for it. Fair. 6 rounds. That's callable. It's callable. But there's context to it. So look, it is what it is. He knocked him out, broke his jaw in 2 places, and we've seen the type of time Jake Paul was on. So it is what it is. I ain't gonna say he should have cut off the ring too tough and whatnot. Maybe he was playing with his food. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, we've called boxes before for not being part of the ring, but I think contextually it's kind of fair to also cut him a bit of slack. As you said, in general it's hard to fight an opponent who is running and not wanting to engage. But also the fact that AJ, yes, you mentioned the way, he's not known for having the quickest feet. He's against a guy who's a lot smaller than him. But also, AJ's a heavyweight. Let's be real, AJ's probably never known how, AJ's cut-off ring skills probably ain't the best because he's never had to. Because most heavyweights stand and rock out.
Exactly.
The cut-off ring is actually a skill that we used to praise the smaller men in the smaller weight classes. But in heavyweights, they stand there and bang because they back their power, they back their size. So I don't think AJ even knows how to cut the ring very well. I'll be so real. And he's not going to learn now. Yeah. He's at the twilight, the end of his career, or the people say the twilight end of his career.
Yeah.
Why is he suddenly going to learn how to be cutting off the ring like Triple G? That's not within his remit, in my opinion. So yeah. Like I said, you can shoot him some. You can shoot him some bell balls, so you can corner him if you want. How can you struggle to cut off the ring against a guy who? Again, Jake Paul's a boxer to us. He's a boxer. Yeah. A lot of people still on that tag of he's not a boxer. They refuse to accept it. But we've said many times on this pod, Jake Paul is a boxer. He might not be a good one or a top tier, world class one, but he's still a boxer at the end of the day. And AJ, we know levels is above him, and I think he showed clearly, obviously, above you levels wise. Jake Paul caught AJ a couple of times. People like to make again. AJ was clearly not respecting this guy's power. He was just, I think, in a way to try and get to Jake Paul as quick as possible, he was thinking just walk through.
Yeah, I think that's.
He didn't care.
AJ didn't care. I saw a few shots Jake Paul landed.
Yeah, AJ didn't care.
Yeah.
AJ didn't care. He said after it didn't hurt him one bit. He was just walking through, so his face was fresh as hell, right? Fresher than a daisy. So, yeah, man. The knockout, the punch was peak, bro. Like, when I saw the slow-mo, the way I said, and Jake Paul's reaction made it even funnier. He went down, he's like, whoo! Wow! Yeah. Look, I think Jake Paul's a brave man. He tried to get up.
Yeah, he did.
In fact, he got up. He didn't hit the count, but he got out.
And he was smiling too.
Smiling. Jake's a sicko. Yeah. Jake Paul's a sicko. Really brave man. I have so much respect for him because he didn't have to put himself through his punishment. But that's what it feels like getting hit by, obviously, a serious heavyweight with serious power who isn't maybe a faded force. His face said it all. And obviously we saw the outcome. Jaw broken in two places, peak. Yeah. But yeah. AJ did what he had to do. That's it really. Yeah.
What do you make of, I've seen a lot of sentiment that we have to give massive respect to Jake Paul for stepping in the ring with an AJ and willing to risk it all and whatnot. What do you make of those sentiments?
Yeah, we do have to.
I say that because a lot of people are pushing back on that idea.
Okay, yeah. We've already given Jake Paul respect. I do think it is very commendable. When the fight was made, I said Jake Paul's a flipping brave man. He's not going to win. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to get battered. But fair play to him because he doesn't need to put himself through this. I feel like this kind of punishment is where he's going to make his money. Yeah. I want to give credit to him and respect to him. Obviously, when there's $100 million incentive, it's quite easy to jump. Me too, Flowz. I'm jumping in with $100 million. The moment I feel the jab, I'm going down. I'm done. I'm selling it. As a jab. So, bro, I'm like I'm selling that.
I'm doing that.
I'm doing the most. But that's
same type of thing.
He felt one tap. He was like, alright, cool. But I will give him respect. I feel like I don't need to give him any more respect than that is. Any fighter that puts on a pair of gloves and goes in the ring, you got my respect. So that's it really. That's all. That's my point.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with those sentiments. Anyone who steps in the ring deserves respect to that degree. I don't think it's respect of he's done something that no one else would do. Everyone for 100 million, everyone stepping in that ring with AJ. What? 100 million to get cracked and go down. I'm snapping up tomorrow. Let alone 6 months, whatever training plan.
Exactly.
What I will give him respect for, what I absolutely will give him respect for is the marketing genius that he is. Because incredible. Not only has he taken 100 mil for himself, everyone in that undercard has benefited from what he's put on.
And we've said this many times that he always puts his people on Jake Paul's shows. They tend to be his fighters as well. He platforms them so well.
Look, last week we talked about Caroline Dubois leaving boxer. And we're going to talk about Caroline Dubois.
Yes, we are.
And now she's on MVP. Her stock has flown.
The way the Americans are bigging her up, saying she's cold, this, that,
And that's where the respect lies because everyone on that undercard, AJ included, we'll talk about AJ included, has got to get on their knees and thank Jake Paul for what he's done because he's put on a spectacle. And he's been the face of it. He's been a front man. He's hyped it to the people saying, I'm going to stop AJ. This and that. Got in the ring, sprawled, ran around. But the guys are all there. And the money's all there now.
Yeah.
He's got
Netflix as well. A lot of casuals will come in and tune into it.
Netflix are laughing. He's the promoter. Yeah. This is his promotion. Yeah. His whole stable. Yeah. The marketing is genius. Yeah. What he's done for all those fighters, what he's done for his business, what he's done for Netflix, what he's done for AJ. Yeah. That is where the respect lies.
And for this is why I can't get. A lot of people still talk about Jake Paul. You know, he disrespects the sport or blah blah. I'm like, how? He always bigs up fighters. Yeah. Always bigs up the boxers. Platforms his people sign to him. Makes sure he gets them paid. Yeah. Marketing genius for them. Promotes them super well, and that brings in more fans to these people. Yeah. So I think he's actually I don't think he disrespected the sport at all. Yeah. I think he's always been complimentary of the sport, bigged up the sport, and cool. You might not like him. I think a lot of again we said it before. When it comes to the polls specifically, people just don't like them. Yeah. But in terms of what they're doing in their respective areas, whatever, I think they're doing a great job, man. Yeah. So yeah, man, big up Jake Paul every time. Open
doors for everyone on that card, man.
Absolutely.
Huge doors. Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah, AJ, look, got the win. Obviously, expected win. Is there anything to write home about? Obviously, he's fit to get Jake Paul out of there. I think Jake Paul. I think he himself is going to take a bit of a break. Obviously, he had the surgery now of his jaw. Yeah. He says he's going to take a break. I think he needs to. I don't think he needs to fight again personally. I think he can cash out with AJ.
Yeah.
You don't need to put
cash out with AJ and his promotion is booming now.
Yeah. MVP is now great. Yeah. Is seen as a legit promoter, obviously, of talent. Yeah. Especially for women's boxing. They're great for women's boxing. So yeah, I don't think he needs to put himself through this again. Done his thing, rattled a couple of MMA people, rattled a lot of people. And sells off into the sunset. But we'll see what he's on. AJ, bro, I think we said, twilight end is seen as he's coming towards the end of his career. Yeah. Only one fight left. There's been more rumors about it. Fury fight obviously next year. I think that's what we all want to see. And I'm happy for AJ to call it a day. I said if he's feeling extra cheeky, if you want, try and get back against Dubois. I still can't believe that happened. But obviously, I know you also want him to still fight Wilder as well. Absolutely. But I'm comfortable and happy if AJ fought Fury next year, and that's it. Both their men can retire. Both of them. I want both of them to retire next year.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah, that's it.
But we got to get into it, Cam.
Yes, we have to.
Like we've just said, Jake Paul's opened doors, and one fight has done what. Let's say Matchroom failed to do. AJ has.
It's crazy because AJ, as established as he is, because he's super. We've called him the money man in boxing. He's been one of the money men in boxing. So for him, his doors, more doors to be open for him at this stage is crazy to me. He's 36, right?
Yeah,
I think 36. But AJ, brother, Femi, we've got a business proposition for you, bro. Flowz, take it away.
AJ, you dare not leave America right now because there's breads to be made. All week I'm saying, because we've lived through the period where AJ and the Brits and even the Africans, the things
and the shorties,
the eyes that he brought to the sport. That's why he was such a pay-per-view star because the female audience loved AJ. They lapped him up. They wanted to see him. They were in. Women will sit down and watch boxing when AJ was fighting.
Only for AJ. Only for AJ.
Of course, then he started to lose, and then his fame kind of dipped here, and other things happened. But now that wave has come again in a bigger stage. The American audience.
Woo! The Johns there.
Johns are saying, "Where has this man been?"
Flowz, I can't believe it. Have been killing me.
The CRB chicks with him.
And not even that. Obviously, they're seeing him, but then they're hearing him talk. The accent's already cash money. I said, right, he talks like this too? We're seeing tweets from Ben saying, my girl has never watched boxing before, so she's never watched a post-fight interview, but she's watching this one. AJ.
You can't.
AJ, when this is done, when you're done with boxing, you know where to go next. Stay in America, do media tours over there, become a celebrity over there.
Bro, you're saying when this, he needs to do it now. He needs to do it now. Don't leave it, do it now. We need to see him on the Breakfast Club again. What's it?
J-Hub Tunnel.
Do whatever dance is. They come with a lit song for you. Go viral with that. Bro, you can't. Drink chat, go on all of them.
Joe Budden, go on all the pot. Do the full thing.
Brother, you can't leave it. You can't.
Talk now, Flowz. That's still tweeting.
The Timothy Chalamet press run, that same plane. You have to be everywhere in the US. Everywhere, because there's so much. In fact,
Crazy.
You should sit down with Matchroom and say, can we delay this Tyson Fury fight a bit longer?
No, relax. Relax.
But the bread that this guy's gonna make.
Yeah.
Be like, whatever you look. I'll be saying, can we link up with Deontay Wilder?
Yeah. On Netflix as well, something like that, because bro, the eye is crazy.
I reckon a little run of fights. It can all be cherries. It could all be cherries.
Mm-hmm.
He could sell out. If he boosts his profile enough, he could start selling out arenas in the US.
Crazy. At 36.
The US audience.
Yeah.
Well, from what it sounds like,
the
woman haven't really tuned in.
Yeah. The US, they're even more casual than the UK audience.
Yeah.
They're super casual out there.
So when they're saying, because even in our time, AJ's the first one to kind of have that effect on the female audience.
Facts.
And you're running that same play in the US.
Yeah. Cash money.
That's what made you cash money in the UK. We've never had a UK cash cow in boxing, really.
Yeah.
And now
Until AJ,
Until AJ, and now you're gonna run that in the US.
Yeah, man.
Don't fumble.
And they're sweet too. They're sweet too. So
and you know how AJ is with the crowd interactions.
Yeah.
That boosts his. He always does that in the UK. He was doing it out there. They're seeing clips of it.
You saw the effect he had on our girl, AJ, face of boxing.
That's great.
She wanted to find out for sure. So boy,
bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look, you could, we as boxing fans want to see the Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah.
But in the business side of things, you might.
There's money to make.
Yeah. You might as well stay boxing until you're 40, bro.
I'm finished.
I'm
finished.
Because you could do. Because the plan, it sounded like, was always to kind of wrap up in Africa. Yeah. So maybe do Tyson Fury and have a few fights in Nigeria. Make bread there. Yeah. Now there's a second portion in between that.
It's even bigger pie too.
Yes.
It's a bigger pie. Let's be real.
The Nigerian African audience will always be there for AJ.
Die hard.
But this American thing, you got to strike one of the eyes. Bro. Yeah. If I was we'll be meeting.
Bro. AJ.
Bookings.
Call us, B. We got you out there. We got the connect out there. Because boy.
Don't fumble. That's what I'm saying.
Boy.
Don't fumble.
Hey. But yeah, for sure. Nah, AJ, the tweets all week have been killing me, bro. So funny. I don't even know. America's they're always so behind, man. How are they just finding AJ out now? This guy's been around for time, you know?
It's so crazy. They're trying to do background checks and check. Like, bro, AJ's been the most squeaky clean. They've even hated him for being squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's true.
That's fake.
It's true. You
ain't gonna find nothing, man.
It's true.
Yeah, AJ, go make your money, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. We mentioned the undercard a little bit. Let's quickly talk about the undercard in this one. So yeah, Caroline Dubois making her MVP debut, defending I think her belt that she's got. I think she's featherweight. I think that's the weight class she might be. Was it super featherweight?
Yeah.
Anyways, very impressive performance, like we said. We know Caroline's cold. We said she's one of the coldest that we've got. Very impressive performance. Cooked the opponent. I think she dropped her as well.
Yeah.
Damn near won every round. Looked slick in there. You know, wasn't playing over her food, to be honest. And the Americans were rating her. Yeah. We're seeing Clarissa, I think, bigging her up. We're seeing Shakur saying he's found his second favorite female fighter after the quote. So yeah, just to name a few. These are established. These are leaders in boxing rating her team. So I want a big shout out to Caroline.
Yeah. And again, look, they're seeing her for pretty much the first time. Like,
yes,
look, the UK audience is all good, but once you start cracking the US,
100%.
I've seen people say, "Right, she fights like a nigga."
Yeah.
You know how Caroline is, man.
Yeah.
She's throwing bombs. They're like, "Wow." Like,
and Caroline's got more personality than her brother.
Yeah,
like we've said this before. Like, she's got a bit more personality than Daniel. So. I think it's a great, as you can see already, I think the move's really paid.
Immediate effect.
Let me not even say that. I'll just say that. In fact, F it. One fight in MVP, but I've done more for her entire boxing career.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
That's a fact. Look, that's a fact.
Damn.
One fight has opened so...
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you can't underestimate the impact of being an American and being on Netflix.
Yeah. BBC can't compare, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And obviously, a rival of hers, they've been going back and forth for the past year now, I'd say. AB, Alicia Brown, the real AB. She was back in action. I think this might be her second or third fight on MVP.
Yeah.
She's no longer undisputed She was because basically for this fight, for the first, I don't know if this is the first time, but this was actually a 3 minute round fight, which obviously women's boxing is 2 minutes per round, but they'd actually petitioned to have this fight as 3 minute rounds, and because of that, unfortunately, I think one of the governing bodies didn't agree to that, so she had to relinquish that belt, which is why she. But yeah, essentially defended her 3 of her titles. Cooked her opponent as well, similar to Caroline, start to finish, dropped the opponent as well. Great performance. We know what type of time AB is on. Yeah. She's cold, one of the coldest out there. And the reason why I mentioned Caroline's was Caroline's also in her weight class, I think, or maybe around close. And Caroline's been calling her out. And AB's, I think, been kind of like little boy in her. Like get your weight up a little bit. No one knows you.
Yeah, deal with people on the side of the street. Kind of thing. And
they go into it again on socials.
And even at the press conference, they had back and forth.
Yeah. Look, I think some of the Americans obviously were locking into that. Clarissa's hyping it up. We know who she's backing. She called Caroline the real bomb.
Shameless.
What Clarissa is so, but we know what she's on. It's so shameless. But yeah, she's latching on. But ultimately, Flowz, I want to see that fight.
Yeah.
Two highly skilled shorties who are both, vocal as well. Like I said, we know what type of Alicia's on. Yeah. I think that'd be a cracking fight. Yeah. I think, set up as next if they can. That's what I want. And both on MVP now, so no issues. I think that fight's gonna be next, right?
Yeah.
Or as soon as possible.
Yeah, maybe not next. I think they might try and build it up a bit more. But look, boxing's moving quicker these days, so maybe next. I don't mind it.
Well, you know how the women's game is. Yeah. They will fight each other. It could very well be next. But ultimately, it's a fight that I'm really interested in. Really good fight. Two really good fighters, two people that we rock with. Yeah, man. Let's see it. Let's see it happening. Yeah. Serrano was on the card as well. I can't remember. She wasn't on the... No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She was. I think she was meant to be, but she wasn't. Because Alicia was the co-main. Yeah. But yeah, overall, Flowz, good card from what I saw. From the bits I saw, anyways. I didn't watch the card, but I saw bits and pieces. So
I did see a clip of what's it called? Anderson Silva versus Tyron.
Oh yes, I did see that. To be fair,
brutal KO.
Tyron Woodley, my goodness, cooked.
Yeah, it's hard to think that this guy was like once a dominant UFC guy. Yeah, proper dominant.
Yeah. But he's full off his peak because even in UFC, my brother was telling me how like he lost his last 4 fights in a bad way. Obviously, we saw Jake Paul what he did to him, and now Anderson Silva's like 50. Yeah, and it's cooked him. Yeah. Hit him with the fake leg kick. That's
crazy. That's crazy.
Cold though.
Absolutely
cold. Great knockout. So
that's high level IQ. That
super high level, but he's always had the IQ. Yes. But I don't think boxing for Woodley.
Yeah, I think he's been chasing redemption ever since. Stopped him.
It's just not. Wrap it up.
Because it's what it is.
But hey, we ain't watch it, Flowz, but you see, good night's entertainment. We ain't gotta watch it. But AJ, seriously, America's there for you, bro. Jones are waiting. Stock's gone up. Bro. The body stock gone up, boy. That's a gold mine.
Bro.
Manna from heaven.
Your career was, you could handle this. Look, man, stay in America, fight.
Flowz, 1 meet and greet.
Luis Ortiz, bring him out, fight him. Who else is there? Baby Anderson.
I know you couldn't see that.
And Wilder. That's your next make Fury next and then Fury.
Yeah.
And you actually you might lose to Fury, so don't risk.
Yeah. Man. We'll see. Wilder though, Wilder's got to happen now.
Yeah.
Especially if Wilder fights Usyk, as what apparently is happening, but negotiation. We'll see.
Wilder will duck again. That's what's crazy.
Crazy.
Anyway.
Flowz, we already mentioned, I think, fighting in Africa. And there was 2 African cards over the weekend. One in Nigeria, one in Ghana. Let's start with the one in Ghana first. Craig Richards and Azeez. Both of them, obviously, we feel like maybe their best days are like heavier behind them. But this was kind of like a crossroads fight for both of them. Yeah. Career kind of on the line. I'm not gonna say career on the line, but you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Flowz, I predicted before that I thought maybe Azeez probably would win because I felt like it was the fresher out of the 2, but I was wrong, Flowz. Richards got a really good win and looked really good in there against Azeez. So yeah, I have to tip my hat over to Craig Richards. He showed me that he's still got something left, to give maybe at the domestic level. But yeah, I don't know if you caught any of the highlights of this or saw a portion of this.
Obviously the knockout was what was
trending.
Bad knockout. People said out cold. He wasn't out cold, but it was gumshoe went flying.
It was a really good shot.
Yeah,
amazing shot from Richards. And
Richards pulls out the bag quite often as well.
He does,
big shots. But yeah, brutal knockout. Yeah. I don't want to say it, but yeah.
Oh, what? Say it. Say it.
I'm hesitating to say it because we kind of hit it and lose the entire match, and I kind of gave him some slack.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's on them, man. I still think there's opportunities out for them. There's money to be made, but that was a bad knockout.
It was a bad knockout, and watching from what I saw, Flowz, just Azeez started off fast in his usual way. And obviously, I think the fight went. Both fighters are very. They're stylistically they stick to what they know. Azeez with the pressure, Richards is more of a slick operator from the outside, behind the jab. Azeez started quick. I think he won the first round just by putting that pressure. First few maybe even, but then Richards settled into his boxing. Started to jab him off, and time him from the outside. And what was very noticeable, even though back in when I talked about that amazing run Azeez used to have, had the engine and the strength. Azeez used to get stronger as the rounds go on. Doesn't have that anymore, bro. Just doesn't have that. And we're seeing he's getting peppered, he's getting hurt more. Before, that chin was sturdy. Like Azeez is the type that will take one to give you 2 or 3 back.
Would even nod at you.
Come. Like we praised his sturdiness and the fact that he was a monster, right? But again, it's highlight, how Flowz, Joe Joyce was the same. When you're renowned for having an amazing chin and being strong and you're taking shots, eventually that's gonna wear down. I think with Dan, unfortunately, big fans Dan, but I think it's worn down now. And we saw in that fight, Craig started taking control, and that just burst of energy and strength from Dan, which we're accustomed to seeing back in the day, just doesn't have it anymore. Flowz couldn't live with him, and that's when Craig Richards really started to piece him up, catch him, time and land big shots and hurt him as well. And Craig Richards, he's got enough power, he's got enough pop. I wouldn't say he's a monster puncher, but he's got enough pop. But it's looking like, boy, every time he lands clean, Azeez is feeling it. And then obviously we saw the combination of that in that 12th round when he caught him. As you said, the gum shot, I think maybe a tooth even came out as well, but something went flying. And that was it really. The referee jumped in straight away and he's like, waved it off, which is sad. So yeah, Azeez, maybe it could be time to start thinking about calling it a day. Maybe.
He's not young as well, is he? Azeez.
No, he's actually older than Craig. I think he might be 36. Or Craig is 35. So, great run, like I said, but it could be time. One of the commentator asks, does Eddie Hearn consider feeding the loser or the winner to Ben Whitaker? And Denzel Bentley was on comments. He was, he maybe leans towards maybe giving Ben Whitaker the loser, and I agree with that. Because again, we're still unsure about Ben Whitaker's level. So Azeez, even though maybe if he does want to fancy one more, maybe he could fight Ben Whitaker. That can give Ben Whitaker a good test to see the level, and maybe then Ben Whitaker can go on to fight Richards. But yeah, I kind of expect Richards maybe to have another crack at the domestic whip, if he can. Again, Whitaker will be a good opponent if you fancy that.
It's tough because I think I said last episode, it's how you lose or how the fight goes. And with a bad stoppage, you're always questioning the danger of continuing on.
Of course.
Look, if let's say it went to the scorecards, I'll be like, set him up with him and Whitaker. You've only got so many bad stoppages in you. It's not that he's had too many. Like Whitey
didn't stop him. Was it a stoppage or was it just dropped him?
Dropped him twice.
I
can't remember.
I think he stopped him. But
I think dropped him twice. To be fair, look,
last round again as well.
And one of them was he said it was a slip, didn't he? But I think look, I think Prime Dan Azeez gives Whitaker help. That's for sure.
That's Cameron gave it up.
That's for sure. But look, if he can rally himself, because that's a big fight still. That's a big fight. So if that's a great opportunity to come back. So yeah, look, I don't mind that.
Fair. Nigeria now, bro. Day later. Yeah, I'm not too sure why they just put this always in the same card in one country. But anyways, Lawrence Okolie finally gets Ebenezer Tetteh, uncle. Flowz, they're killing this one, boy. I don't know if you've seen I've seen the highlight. I don't know if you've seen the reaction. They're killing Okolie. Oh my.
There's one clip that's...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
The commentators, they even say that Tetteh doesn't want no more. He wants to get out of there. And then saying Okolie, even though this guy is cooked or whatever, he's still holding and grabbing him. But yet, bro, even from the preamble, the face-off in the streets of Niger, people were killing it. People were killing it, saying, what the hell is this? And then obviously, we know Tetteh's he's a good guy. Like, he's been knocked out. Like the bar knocked him out, I think. White knocked him out. Maybe Wardy might have fought him or Clark or was it? Yeah. Well, anyways, he's been around the block. He didn't really look like he was in the best shape either.
He didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to be there at all. Been paid to do it, uncle. Fair play. But yeah, man. Look, Flowz, we know nothing Okolie can do. People, Okolie can do no right. Regardless of what happens, they're gonna cook him.
It's his fault, man. I can't lie. That's his fault because there was no reason to. That clip where Tetteh is sick
against the ropes, just chilled like
on the ropes, guard half down,
belly out. Oh my god!
Adam Smith saying he's a sitting duck.
Yeah.
Okolie lands 1-2 shots and then leads on him and starts. That clip is crazy. And what makes it worse for Okolie is him coming out before this fight. Because we know he's inspiring camp with Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Him saying, Jake Paul was making me miss. I had to think, like, rah, man. Bro, you meant to promote yourself.
Crazy.
You meant I don't know.
Obviously, he got him out. It was 2 rounds, I think, and then, or 3 rounds.
Yeah, Tetteh decided not to come out again, so he didn't even stop it.
Tetteh retired in his still. Obviously, Okolie expected to get him out of there 1 round.
He dropped him.
It was a scrappy, messy fight, to be fair. Even with Okolie basically teeing off on him. Yeah. Tetteh was complaining of a lot. Even when when he went against the ropes or whatever, he was complaining to the ref about something. I don't even know what. He's been a freshie. But it just didn't look like a great fight.
Yeah.
Optically, 2 guys, Tetteh's out of shape. Okolie himself it's funny because you yourself has been saying from jump that since moving to heavyweight, you haven't been really too happy with his shape. No. Okolie's. And he even said yesterday, I don't know if he gave an interview saying he admitted, I'm overweight. Like my shit, I've been eating too much, shape isn't the best. I plan to get down to 116. He actually said that if he's not at 116 kg in his next fight, he's going to donate 20,000 to Weight Watchers. Okay. Which is fine because Weight Watchers is not charity. I said to myself, wait, do we take donations or something? But he said this, bro. This is the full. So he himself acknowledged that he's not in the best of shapes, which you picked up on very quickly. Yeah. Wait, we're never wrong on this, but we're just early. but yeah, it just did. Optically, the fight looked just a mess, bro. Looks a mess. But he got a W. Expected W. Tetteh is a nobody. Not nobody, but he's food. Gonna be food for Okolie. I would like to talk about the milestone of his headline. From jump, I think when he signed with Eddie, he said there's even a post on his Instagram about when he signed with Eddie about how he wanted to headline one day in Nigeria. He's achieved that. So shout out to him. And again, my sentiments are the same from last week, listeners. I want to see more cards in Africa. Yeah. We want to see more worldwide cards. It's the global sport. So I think it'd be a good look maybe for promoting. And I think there was some young 17-year-old Nigerian fighter on the undercard that would look, he's promising. He looked good, I think. He won his fight. So yeah, it's good to see more of that. Yeah. But I just think better matchups maybe next time. But yeah. Yeah. I
think that'll come.
And Okolie, same trajectory really. He's obviously at heavyweight now. He said he wants to go back to the drawing board and I think he said he wants to revisit if he wants to if Team Atama won it, let's get it in. But if not, you move down the list. So he said Frank Sanchez. I think he said someone else as well. But yeah, he's trying. Okolie essentially trying to be in the mix now for maybe next world title shot at some point. But yeah,
because he's been spying the title. He knows the title well.
He does, yeah.
And Sounds like Trump was giving him hell from 6 and 16.
I was going to say, if Jake Paul's making him miss, what do you think we would say?
I'm sure Itama was giving him hell at age 16 or 15. I'm sure Inoue Okolie made it. He had to knock in and focus 15-year-old. And that's believable.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but maybe stick with the Dylan Whites or... In fact, there's one fight we've got to see.
Yeah, we still want to see it.
Yeah, so... Yeah, let's not mess around.
They've gone back to not mentioning each other's names, but we don't want to see.
Yeah, don't mess around.
Make that fight happen next. That's what's going to be next. You two.
Because before you know it, Okolie, that Nigerian audience might move the same way as the UK with you.
Yeah. and it makes it. Also, that fight, they're both Nigerian, by the way, so that fight should happen in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, yeah, make that happen.
Yes.
Because it's not going to sell out here.
Nah.
Markets at 1, 2 Nigerian boys going home. Make that fight happen in Nigeria.
The UK fan base will protest that one. Slandered that would get.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
They try and slag it. Yeah.
Flowz, David Adelaide wasn't on the card, disappointingly for you, I know. Tony Okolie was on the card, so Tony Okolie I saw his knockout, he got a W, knocked some guy out in 1 round. But yeah, unfortunately, Tony Okolie's days as a top prospect are long gone. But I thought he retired. I can't lie. But yeah, he got his W. But yeah, man, that was it really for the weekend's action, Flowz. Some interesting talking points. Let's talk about what we got coming up next week, Flowz, because probably the last big card of the year, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's kind of billed as like a Mexico versus Japan card. In a way, obviously one of the top 3 or 4, top 5 pound for pound in the world. He is putting his, I think, undisputed super bantamweight belts on the line against a Mexican fighter called Alan Picasso. This guy's undefeated. I think he's got 20 fights, 18 wins by knockout. Let me even check. I don't know Picasso like that. Yeah, 18 wins by KO, undefeated.
Okay.
Oh no, that's Reyes. Picasso is 32 wins, 17 by KO, no losses, 1 draw. Don't know anything about Picasso. David Picasso, sorry. Sorry, brother. Is what it is.
Yeah, that's
every Inoue fight is what it is.
I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know if it's Picasso or Picasso.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna take that. It's now the reason why this is a big card as well, also because on the undercard, Inoue and Nakatani is making his debut at super bantamweight against another undefeated Mexican called Sebastian Reyes. Now he's 20 wins, 18 wins by KO. Again, not too familiar with him, but undefeated Mexican, looking to upset the apple cart. The reason why it's important to mention how Nakatani is making his debut at super bantamweight is because we know Nakatani had 2 of the belts, unified champion at bantamweight. He's relinquished those belts to move up because the thought process here is if both the Japanese guys win, next year we got that massive Japanese super fight we've been talking about for a while between Nakatani and Inoue, which they both acknowledge needs to happen next. Yeah. We both want to see that. That's it really. Flowz, how confident are you that Murphy's Law does not come into effect on this one?
The annoying thing is that it's Mexicans.
That's why I asked you, because I know that we see what they're on before.
They're the most annoying factor when these kind of upsets need to happen. An undefeated, unknown Mexican.
Both of them undefeated, unknown as well.
It's scary prospects. Now I have a lot of faith in a way. A lot of faith. I also have faith in Nakatani. Yeah. But again, it's not the same level of faith that I have in Inoue. Yeah.
That's fair.
And
that's fair.
Obviously Nakatani's moving up in weight. Not too big a difference, but yeah, if there was an upset to happen, I would expect it to be the Nakatani one. Yeah. But who knows, man? These Mexicans, they But I don't know, Japanese fighters are always disciplined, man. They think, man.
Disciplined people. Yeah. I like to think that they both pull through. Yeah. Hopefully, because like I said, we really need this. This is a super fight for Japan. 2 of their best by far. People want to see can they be beaten. Who is the best person to really give them trouble? It should be on paper Nakatani. Yeah. On paper. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they both pull through, bro, and we get that massive fight next year. That's already one fight in the bag already. So yeah, hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, my prediction, Inoue dub, obviously, and Nakatani dub.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
But both fights, hopefully, again, Mexicans, I know they're going to come to fight, so I'm expecting 2 good fights, essentially. And yeah, we'll see who rises to the top. But Flowz, I think we can leave it there, bro. I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I think so.
All the main talking points, anyways. Listeners, this has been episode 279 of SZN Podcast. I've been your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, to find us on streaming platforms. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.